Welcome once again to the Phil Taylor Jones Show. We're happy that you could join us again for another adventure. This time it's going to be more of a cinematic adventure as we delve into the Academy Awards and the supposed or alleged exclusion of black actors. I'm Phil Taylor Jones, your host, and let's go to the Academy Awards right now. It would seem that Jada Pinkett Smith, wife of actor and musical artist Will Smith, and Reverend Al Sharpton, have a bone to pick with the Academy because they exclude the recognition, or shall we say, of the works of black actors and artists. Well, let's jump into that and pick it apart a little bit. The thing that angers me is the attitudes of black people. I remember one black person, and I will quote him, the legendary, iconic James Brown, who said, "I don't need nobody to give me nothing. Open up the door and I'll get it myself." If a lot of black people, especially those of means, would take on James's attitude, maybe they wouldn't have to be sitting up crying with a loaf of bread under their arms and talking about what white folks ain't doing for them. I get so sick of that crap. This is 2016. Let's go back a few years, 2013, 2014, 2015. We can even go back a decade where black folks have come up in the ranks earning billions of dollars. Billions with a B. And why they're still sitting there on their rusty butts talking about what white folks ain't doing for them is beyond me. This Jada Pinkett Smith and her husband, you had enough gall, you had enough willingness to donate or give, whatever euphemism you wish to use, $150 million to the Islam and the Muslims. Maybe you should have taken that $100 million and put it together with other rich black folk like Oprah Winfrey, Denzel Washington, sports stars like Lamar Odom, who puts his money in brothels, obviously, and other well-to-do black folks, and create your own film studios. Produce your own films. Get your own academy so that you can recognize the films that black people make, that black people produce. There are many talented black artists out there, whether it be behind the camera or in front of it. Whether you're writing screenplays and scripts, what have you, to aid the actors and actresses to perform on that stage or before that camera. Stop crying with a loaf of bread under your arm. That would be the same as to say, I got a refrigerator in there full of meat and potatoes, but I'm crying. Oh, the white folks aren't giving me white meat and potatoes like they're giving other people meat and potatoes. They're not obligated to give you anything. Stop trying to justify what white folks are not able or not willing to give you. Get up off your butt and get it yourself. That's the one thing that galls me about black folks. To see that we've been here for a great many decades, even to a century mark we've been here. And we haven't gotten as far as some of these that have come over here, say in the last 30 years. It's ridiculous. Oh, the white folks don't like us. The white folks hate us. Listen, white folks are going to hate black folks as long as black folks are here to be hated. The only way we're going to get rid of racism in this country is if, one, black folks all die, which a lot of the racists wish, or if we go to another planet. Black lives should matter, but they don't. In part because black lives don't seem to want to live. A cooperative. Am I saying that one black person should fund everything? No. But it's got to start somewhere. How do you think the Academy got started? Some folks got together and said, let's recognize these actors, which at the time were probably mostly white, Caucasian. Let's recognize these actors by giving them a statue and making a big, celebrity out of them, or a big to-do about it, a big celebration. Well, if they can do it, damn it, you can do it. Getting your mind right. Stop talking about what white folks ain't doing. And start talking about what black folks should be doing. That $150 million that Jada and Will said to the Muzzies could have gone to that purpose. Is the Nation of Islam going to give you recognition for your theatrical endeavors? Yeah, they may do it, but it's not going to be done on a national scale like the Academy Awards. Hell, they're talking about the Academy Awards over in France and Great Britain and in Germany. I watch the news on telly from those countries. They're talking about that there. They're not talking about what Muzzies are doing as far as what's going on in the American world of theatrics. So put the money where it would do the most good. Al Sharpton, with your big mouth. The money you owe in back taxes could be a nice little chunk of change to help a black academy be built up so that these worthy black actors and actresses can get their due recognition. Other black folk, put a little bit in the pot, make the pot bigger. And then you can stop complaining about white folks and what they're not doing for you. Do for yourself. It's ludicrous. White folks, some of them aren't willing to give black people their due. They don't want to. And that's not to say anything against all of the wonderful Caucasians who are colorblind. They couldn't care if you were plaid and chartreuse. If you do something wonderful, they're going to give you your kudos. But you got to remember that percentage that will not give you credit if you stand on your head and tap dance at the ceiling. They're not going to give you any kind of kudos because they don't like black people. So you got to think of that percentage when it comes to getting something for yourself. As I alluded to before, this is 2016, not 1916. Instead of it becoming embroiled in scandals and in wasting your money frivolously, you should be putting that money to a proper use to elevate black folks and make Black Lives Matter. If they ain't giving, you got to start taking in a proper way. Use your dollars, use your mind to elevate black lives so that they matter. Don't just stand up and march in the street and stand up holding ludicrous signs. They could care less. It's about money. If you've got it, make it work. And stop telling me what white folks ain't doing for us. White folks aren't gonna do for you. Dig it. Dig it hard, Jada and Al. You're sitting there with a loaf of bread under your bloody arm, but yet you cry. Well, it's okay to cry when you cry making a joyful noise. And you can make a joyful noise when you've got your own. As the song says, Papa may have, Mama may have, but God bless the child that's got his own. So get your own, get your act together, and start a new academy. It was done so many years ago with the music industry. They came out with MTV, and it was Lily White. Michael Jackson sort of busted into that and spearheaded it. And a few black artists joined him. But still, there was an imbalance there. White folks way up here, black folks way down there. They used Jackson because he was popular at the time. Black folks got together and said, this ain't happening. So they came up with the Black Entertainment Television, BET. Same thing needs to happen in the movie industry. Stop crying. Get off your rusty butts and create something wonderful for black folks so that you can make a joyful noise instead of this stupid noise that's being made now. Oh, black folks, we're being ignored. Oh, the black folks are not giving us anything. You're sitting there, but you can give $150 million to Muslims and Islamic contingent. So you don't have the right to sit up there and cry about what white folks aren't giving you. And Al Sharpton, you really don't have a leg to stand on. Much trouble and scandal as you've been into, race baiting and all this kind of crapola that you're into. So you guys need to get your head straight, get something going good for black people. You know, the government's not going to take care of us. The white folks, they're not obligated or they don't want to take care of us. So, you know, we've punched along pretty good. There are a lot of millionaires, even some billionaire black folks. So we need to get our heads together a little taste and start doing for our own. Make those Black Lives Matter, like I said before. Put your money where your mouth is. We thank you for joining us for this edition of the Phil Taylor Jones Show. We want you to be happy and stay safe. And before we leave, we want to give a big old shout out to our friend Oscar Hildebrand. He is back in production, folks. Oscar Hildebrand, check him out on Google Plus and most certainly on YouTube. He's up, he's got his equipment ready, and he is pumping out the videos once again. Good luck to you, Oscar, with your new equipment. We're happy to see you back online, buddy. And all of the folks from the Phil Taylor Jones Show, go on over to his profile, to his channel, and check him out. This guy's got a lot to say, and he doesn't mind saying it. We thank you again. Stay safe, be happy, and we'll see you next time right here on the show. Bye-bye.